Good morning, all. Is my audio clear?
Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Today, I'm going to share about some of very important features what Gmail has, which we may be using or may not be using in our daily life. So these are very useful techniques in our daily life and very productive. So we hopefully I request each one of you to practice some of these features which are very relevant in your context. Okay, so I think Gmail is one of a very powerful product of Google, which is commonly used because of a couple of reasons. One, you need to have a Gmail account if you are having an Android phone. So that means every one of us has a Gmail account. Second one is it's a web-based tool and it is quite accessible from many devices. So you are not tied to the one of the device where you need to log in, like a corporate emails, right? The third one is it also provides the free email. So you can create multiple emails and you can access. So one way, total Google suite, including Google Photos, Google Gmail, or any other features, calendars, photos, all these things, they provide a 15 GB of space for a user. If you want more space, we need to purchase. So they also have different offerings. So if 15 GB is not enough, you can purchase for different scaling. So today I want to focus on the Gmail. So the 15 GB come across as a summation of all these products space that we use. So if you have more photos, then your Gmail space will come down. If you have more Gmail content, which is accumulated for over a long time, then your space will be higher. So there are different ways that we use emails. And I think most importantly, we receive so many of spam emails and junk emails. So we maybe a lot of space is irrelevant. You are not used, but someone else has used your space. So so this is the common problem that we face in when you're using Gmail. So today I want to share some of the techniques. So and later on we can discuss if you have any specific queries, whether that has that or not. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, so I composed some of the common features that are very helpful for our productivity, especially what you may not know. So let me start with my first one. As you know that Gmail has something called an undo send. I think many a times we in a hurry, we might send out an email, then later on you realize that, okay, I need to make a small correction. So how do I recall and send? I think if you have used something like a corporate emails like Outlook, you would have seen that undo send action is there. So it supports as long as the other user is a Outlook user. But here, now in Gmail, is it feasible to do a undo, right? So do you also come across that you quickly send, then you want to just say, I want to make a modification, right? We would have seen multiple occasions I want to do it. So Gmail supports undo send. So maybe how do you do this undo send? You can see that there is an option in general settings. So how many of you are familiar with all settings of Gmail? So maybe if you want, I can show you with the examples.
Yeah, please show with examples. More or less, we know it,
sir.
but still it is better. It is better to have it.
Yeah. So I think once you log into your Gmail, right? So you see something like this. Okay, once you log into your, okay. So on the right hand side, you will see the settings of okay, maybe my screen resolution has changed. So you will see on the top something called a gearbox. So this gearbox has a lot of features. Once you click on gearbox, it will open up the settings tab and you can go to all settings. So this will be easy way to search for all the settings available in Gmail. So majority of these things are categorized into different options. One is general. These are like a very common features that we use And second one is something called a label, inbox, and accounts and stuff. So maybe let me go through the first one called undo send. So what I have shared you here. So this is under general tab. You can go to a feature called undo send, and you can select the time that we want. So that means within that time we want to edit and then resend it. So you go to general tab and you scroll down. So you see something called an undo send. So you can choose how much time you want to wait for undo action. So you can choose 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So now maybe once you select, say maybe within 30 seconds, you have option to edit and send. Then at the end, you will have something called a save options. So once you save, these are effective in the system. Okay. So maybe I will also show you how to do that. For example, I'm composing an email. Okay, maybe. Right. So you see that are you able to see the full screen, or you are seeing something blockage?
So we are able to see the testing undo function. You type the mail, you testing undo function you created, and warm regards Satya. That's what we can see, sir.
Okay. I'm not able to see the full screen here once I share.
The above toolbar is highlighting. You can pull and down, sir. That where you can see your audio, video. Stop. Share screen is there, no, sir.
Yeah.
Move down, sir. Down that one, so that you can see that entire video.
Is there any possibility of hiding this control window? Okay, maybe I'll move it up. Okay, fine. Okay, now.
Yeah, now it is. You may reduce the resolution for a moment.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think, sir, you increased your size, sharing size. I think somewhere you made it bigger. Earlier when you shared it.
No. Without sharing, it looks everything is okay. Once I click sharing, it has changed the resolution.
So can you stop the screen share and restart, sir? We'll see whether now once I can start and see, sir, whether anything improvement can be seen.
Okay, let me just have a check once. Sorry for trouble.
No problem, sir. If you want, I can just pause your recording for a while.
Compose a mail. Okay. Okay, now once you click send function, you immediately see on the right hand side sending, right? Once it is sent, you can click on undo here. So then it will recall that message again. So it has come now. Okay, now I have message added some more text here and then sending it here. So again, even if you want to undo, again, you can do this recall. So now the previous sent is there. I'm adding another line. And send the correct version. Right. Once I send it, so now I will wait here. So you can see that in your send mail, that email was there, which you can see there. Okay, so maybe this feature is helpful when we are having a requirement where we want to edit and send it. Okay.
So how much time the undo is possible, sir? How much time? Few
Up
seconds
to 30
only?
seconds. Maximum is 30 seconds.
Okay, sir.
So you can choose 5, 20, 30 seconds. So maybe in this example, I have taken default is 5 seconds. So 5 seconds is too short by the time you observe, right? Once you click, you might see that there is a spelling mistake, or maybe I would have added one more line to this email. So you can recall. So up to 30 seconds, you can recall. So once you set it, save it, then you can use this undo function.
It means that it will not send, it will wait for the 30 seconds and undo it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
very
it will
nice,
start
sir.
sending the function after 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So I think on the bottom right, you will see that undo message. So you can click on undo and then edit and send the function. So these are the 3 ways to look at. The second is schedule send. I think this is one of very important feature what Gmail supports. Suppose you want to send wishes to your friend or to your colleague on a particular day, but maybe that day you are occupied with some other things. So you want to send maybe tomorrow, probably at 6 a.m. So you can also do this Gmail schedule send. So how you want to do this? Maybe I will show you an example. The resolution is getting changed back. Okay.
We can schedule that email also. You can schedule it.
Yes, you can schedule the email, Gmail. So once you are composing on the bottom right, you would see maybe okay. So once you compose any email, maybe you want to wish a happy Sunday or a happy birthday or a happy anniversary or something important event on particular time you want to send. Do you know that there is a general study happened that which is the right time to send some emails? So I think most of the digital marketing guys will use this. So they have chosen certain time in a day. If you send the emails specifically in a particular time, the visibility rate of that emails are high. So they try to target sending in that particular time. So here, maybe in this example, I have chosen that. I think we click on send button, right? So there you see some down arrow. You can choose the pickup date and time. So before clicking send, you can have a drop down box, and then you can choose this schedule the time. So that is one advantage of this. So maybe I will also show you how to do that in Gmail. Okay, so maybe I'm sending, this is my son. Okay, I want to send, now the time is 7:35, but I want to send it as 7:50. So what you can do is you click drop down and then select the schedule send. So maybe it default gives some of the options like tomorrow 8 a.m. or afternoon or this one. But however, you can pick up what time you want. I want to send today at probably 7:50 a.m. And you can schedule and send. So once you do that, so the email is not sent. Send schedule is at 7:50 a.m. But maybe before 7:50, you found that maybe this is not right or you want to edit. You can also come here on the left-hand side where you have inbox, starred, snoozed, and this one. You can click on scheduled. So once you click on scheduled, you will see that, okay, there is a one mail that is scheduled at some time. But if you want to cancel, you can cancel that. Okay, so once you cancel this, and so that is removed from there. And of course, it has come to the edit mode. If you want to send, or maybe you want to convey best wishes or something that you can send. Now you can again reschedule. Schedule send, pickup time today, maybe say 8:36 a.m. So schedule send. So again, you will see in the schedule. So you can have multiple emails that can be scheduled. and they will be delivered, and you need not be online. So this Gmail or laptop you might shut down, but it will go to the cloud server and it will deliver on that particular time. So whether you may be in a flight or something where you do not have internet, but these messages will be delivered automatically at that particular time to their inbox. So this is one of great features that every one of us can use, where you want to deliver this message at a particular time, a particular day, or particular year also. So many a times we might require to send periodically some events. So maybe a reminder to some of your colleagues or your team members. So this can be quite helpful in that way. So one, you might be setting a calendar, but one email also will help. Okay. So now I hope this feature is clear.
Still clear, sir.
Thank you. So I'll go to the next feature, what I want to share to you. It's called templates. So I think many of you might be knowing that what is a template. So template is something like a forms, like a Google, suppose Google Forms, right? You write certain forms and where you will collect the data. So here, this template is for email composition. Suppose you want to wish happy birthday, right? Probably you might have some standard format, or you have some event where you want to convey the task at periodic time. So the content of the email is the same for that email. For example, you are handling some customer queries, the response will be, please refer to XYG or something like that. So there might be multiple queries coming from the customers where you want to reply with a common answer. So every time you don't need to reply or type it, so you can create in a template format. So what this happens is when you create a template, so that messages are archived in the server. So you can choose which content you want to reply. So the composition time will reduce. So for example, how you go ahead, first go to the settings. There is one of the option called advanced settings. So in the advanced setting, you have the, once you scroll down, you have something called a templates. So by default, it is. Thank you. So today I'm going to talk about the template feature of Gmail. So which is very helpful when you're having a common response to the certain type of queries. So you can enable this option through settings, advanced, and then you can write the different templates. So for example, maybe I will show you through live. Okay, you can see the settings tab. Once you click settings, you can see that all settings. So you can go to advanced tab. Now you have something called a templates. So by default, it will be disabled, but now you can enable it. And so since there is no change for me, save changes is disabled. If you are making change, this will be enabled. So you click on save changes. Now, when you are trying to compose, so there is an option called compose from the emails. So you can click on the top right corner. So here you will see something called a templates. So that means I have not composed anything, but I want to take the content from the templates. So we can create the templates. So for example, a template, maybe I have created something called a wonderful day. Or you can type some composition. And it was like this. Okay. Now you can also save as a template. Save draft as a, and you can give a name to the template. Maybe I'll call all the guest. Save. So maybe you're taking another email where you want to compose. Okay, so this is empty. So you can take the content from here, templates. You can take all the best. So that means that content will come automatically, whatever it is. Then you have to just say click send. So in a way, now you can think about your daily activities. What are the general things where you spend time in email? There may be some common responses that are required. So where you can create these templates. So once you create templates, you can always use it. And also it has features like you can add templates or you can delete the template if you no more required to have that. So that is what the template feature about. So do you see any usage of these templates in your daily work?
Yes, sir. Suppose, one email, your name and address, all things you have to be ready. So any generic one. So keep the template, and whenever you wanted to start with the template, and so that entire text need not be retyped it actually.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thank you. So I think maybe the next feature is something very new for me also. Suppose your email is, say, for example, satya@gmail.com. And you are giving this email to many people, right? So many of the people want e-statements to send to you. So you give to your credit cards companies, you give this to your Amazon, or you give this email to your banks, you give this Gmail to many of the investors, right? So but you want to separate emails given to different people, and many a times we would be wondering why I'm getting so many spam mails and what is the source of this spam mail. It's very difficult to differentiate. So Gmail has one of the wonderful feature where your same email, you can give different email IDs. So any email ID that they send to that, it comes to you. So I think this is very useful in using. So one Gmail, for example, I have taken an example here called rahulravik@gmail.com. For example, this is your email. Okay. Okay. Suppose this is your email. And this email, you can write it like in any format, like this. So you're inserting some periods, dots in your email. So rahul.ravik@gmail.com. So if you give this email, for example, to the banks, so that means you can reserve all bank accounts from this email. Maybe you can use something like this. You have inserted one more dot here, rahul.ravi.k. Okay. And maybe you have put more dots here, ra.hul.ravi.k. So what Gmail does is it will ignore all the dots in your email and it will convert as only one. So that means anybody sending to any of these email IDs, you will receive into your inbox. So all will come to you. Now, in a way, why this is required? For example, you want to filter all emails coming from investment accounts. For example, you might have Zerodha account or your ICICI Direct or maybe Alice Blue or something. So you can choose one of the such emails you can design so that all emails coming from this Gmail are for investment. So if any junk mails are coming, that means one of your investor account, they are sending the junk mails. So you can also track down to the source. And the second one is something, it has one more feature called you can add text after plus symbol. For example, my email is say I call Satya. Just allow me. I am typing with the mouse, so it's not so clear. Okay. So satya@gmail.com. Now I can write something after with a plus symbol. So I can add Satya, maybe RYB. I mean, capsules are small, it doesn't matter. Now at gmail.com.
But won't this be taken by somebody else? If you're at Satya RYB, maybe somebody else has taken that.
No. You have already a satya@gmail.com, right?
Yeah.
So this is reserved. So what Gmail does is it will remove all the content after a plus symbol. So that is originally to map to satya@gmail.com. Only from the different users who received, they think like it's Satya plus RYB. So they can send emails to Satya plus RYB, but I will receive at my satya@gmail.com.
Okay. Okay.
So that means you are differentiating different email ID by yourself. And maybe later on when you want to filter all RYB messages, because in our RYB family, we have many people, right? Say, I want to receive our group emails received from RYB group. So these such email ID will help for filtering. I can filter by that. Maybe not only Sagarika ji, maybe I want to review, see all Jyoti ma'am and Sagarika together. So maybe I can filter by this. So
Okay.
in a
So
way,
it will come to a different box. It will come to a different box.
No, it's same box.
Same box.
Yeah. Only thing is from this inbox, you can segregate emails like using filter functions, which I will explain later.
Okay. Got it.
So here, so the important is you can insert period in your email, or you can add plus and add any text. So when you are inserting period, you cannot add any text. So what are the original email? Just insert the dots wherever you want, like initials or before initial or something like that. So Google ignores the periods in the same email ID and then take it forward.
Can I ask one question, sir?
Yes, please.
Actually, I started with one veera.brahmam@gmail.com.
Okay.
Then after some time, somebody has created another email, veerabrahmam@gmail.com.
No, with the dot, it is not possible.
They created, I am able to see their emails also. It's linked actually, I think starting, there was whenever somebody created, it linked automatically. Then I don't know what to do actually, because no, I can see their messages. Similarly, they can also see my messages. veera.brahmam@gmail.com. This is what my original, when I created it long back.
Okay.
After some time, veerabrahmam.gmail, somebody created it. So now I am able to see both emails actually.
Yes, exactly. My question is for example, you are Satya@gmail.com, but someone is, for I am also Satya, and I have registered Satya plus RYB or .RYB@gmail.com. So what will happen in that case?
No, when you are creating a email ID, for example, I am trying to create today. This is what Brahma, and today my name is also Brahmam. Maybe I'm also trying to create. It should fail. This is by design, but I'm not sure some specific thing happened for this case. But usually, if you are trying to create
So whenever somebody creates email, no, it comes. Is it your mail or not? By automatically linking that email. But if it is not email, undo like that. I used to do 3-4 times. I undo, edit, but one I missed out. So now I could not undo. So both I'm able to see both. If that other person also seeing mine, so I was worried. That's why I'm not using this email at our first email.
Okay. I mean, at least I'm not sure what is the solution for this. But
I think this feature is only for inbox, isn't it, Satyaji? Inbox.
This is for inbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are given to.
What I think there is, when you modify the email ID, basically Google will have a mapping within your inbox only, not to the outside. Okay. So if you have received an email from veera.brahmam@gmail.com, and if you have created the alias kind of a thing, Veera Brahmam, so for within your inbox, it will allow you to using filtration with the whatever you map it. Okay, like how you said, like .RYB. Okay, if you so for example, now I receive an email from veera.brahmam@gmail.com, it will automatically add RYB also along with it. So that can be used for filtration within your inbox.
Correct.
It's not available for outsiders.
Yeah. In my opinion, both should not allow as a system. But maybe in this case, specifically, maybe I will also check and see what solution can be there. So this is my original email, NV Satyam. So I can use it like NV Satyam plus RYB@gmail.com or NV Satyam @bank.gmail.com. Or if you want, maybe all DMAT accounts linking here. So when you are giving to, say, Alice Blue or ICICI Direct, you can change this email ID. So that means all all these things will come under that ID. Okay. So
you mean to say we can give the modified email ID for them?
Yeah. For example, I'm trying to give this email ID, right? So I can go to my Gmail. Even I can send to myself also. For example, I'm composing an email. So RYB plus bank@gmail.com. Testing new email ID. Right. Once you send it. Okay. So you can see that I have received the email in the same inbox. But maybe if you see the email ID who has sent it, you can see that it is sent to NV Satyam plus bank. So when you're registering to the bank, you can add the plus some name, whatever you want, like money, cash, some whatever the transactions. So it will be helping for you to filter all the messages coming from, say, for example, you want to filter from NV Satyam plus bank@gmail.com. So you can see all the emails coming from here. So there is only one.
So plus is the only character that we can use?
Yeah, right. So Gmail ignores periods and ignores text after symbol plus. So this is the two. Okay. I think if you are seeing here, I can say this is my original, right? I can insert, this is my original.
Yeah.
So I can change, I can insert like nv.satyam dot or nv.satya.m. So all these are like, looks like different emails, but all connected with this original email. So anybody sending to any of these email IDs also will come to my original email. Okay, maybe we can explore more. Okay, so this is the multiple emails referring to this. One of the other one is you can also customize how it looks like your Gmail account. So maybe sometimes you want to see the reading pane, some content of that email, or you do not want to see, and you want to see the reading pane on the right hand side or bottom side. So I think here you see that I have disabled the reading pane. So you do not see what is the content unless I open the mail. For example, I received something, NSE alert. So if I click only, I can see the content. But I want to see some text of this. You can also customize this. So how do you do? I think on the top right side, you see something called lines, horizontal lines. So this is called crumb box. And you can click on down arrow, and you see some of the things, no split, vertical split, or horizontal split. So as of now, currently mine is no split. If you choose vertical split, you see the email subjects in the middle of the screen and the content on the right hand side. So maybe I can show you this. Okay. So this is my inbox. You can see here top right. So here you can choose vertical split. So when we do a vertical split, it comes like this. So you choose any email, maybe Vanaja data part. So you can see on the right hand side content, and you can adjust the pane width or column width and other stuff. And maybe you do not want to see the content, you can go back to no split. And maybe if you want to do a horizontal split, that is still possible. So you can choose a content. The content will be visible at the bottom. So for example, Glassdoor recommendation, something like that. Okay. So this is one of the options where you can customize your view depending on your convenience. Sometimes there may be small text like Facebook or connection request, LinkedIn. These things you can just quickly run through instead of opening and then closing the emails. Okay. So maybe I'll go to the next feature. I think keyboard shortcuts. Sorry, the screen is not correct, but I'll remove this part. See, I think keyboard shortcuts are very powerful in Gmail. It supports many of these things. And I think you can start learning one shortcut, what is most important for you. And you want to see that what are the shortcuts available, right? If you Google, I think you will get hundreds, thousands of shortcuts. What is the best way is you can click Shift ? So it will show you all the possible shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts in this system. Can you try Shift ? in your Gmail?
Okay.
Yes.
And you see a lot of things. So of course, we need not to learn all the things. So usually what we do is compose, right? I mean, you keep moving the mouse to compose and click. So instead of that, you can just press C. C is for compose. If you press C, it comes like this. So you can type and like this. So this is compose is one very, very simple thing. And if you see some of the features, what it has, I think you can see on the compose, which are most popular. When you're, I think here you can see some of the functions called reply all, reply, and delete, move to the inbox. So I usually see many times you receive some good content you want to forward, right? You have to go right click, select forward. Instead of that, you press F, it will go into the forward mode. And you want to, for example, C is the compose. So this is a very
So
common.
do we have to activate these these ones? Do we have to activate them?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. You need to activate keyboard shortcuts. You go to the settings. So there is something called a keyboard shortcuts at the end.
Maybe can we continue next week also, sir?
Okay. Now it's already 8. Okay, fine. No problem. I think we can continue this. So some of the top shortcuts are the compose, delete, send, forward, reply, and going to the separate label, going to the stars. Probably a couple of these 5, 6. If you learn, I think it will be very, very helpful in our daily life.
The shortcuts will be really helpful.
Yeah, very, very quick.
Yeah, so we'll practice this. And then if there's any doubt, then we'll come back next week again on this topic.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe today you can learn like compose C. S is for starring. F is for forward. Yeah.
Sir, quickly, what to change in the settings? Enable it.
Enable it. Yeah. So all the default keyboard shortcuts can be accessible from the Gmail inbox. You go to inbox, just say C. It will open up a compose box.
No, it's not happening. I think we have to enable it, right?
Yeah, you have to enable it. Go to settings.
Yeah.
Go to the last option, keyboard shortcuts. Enable it.
Okay.
Probably you might require Chrome to be restarted.
Okay.
Some settings, I think it gets effective once you restart the Chrome, a new Chrome browser. I open a new Chrome browser, Control N.
Very nice, sir. So we'll continue next Thursday. I'll just stop. Can I stop the recording, sir?
Sure. Thank you.